Let me catch my breath, okay, let's hit 'em. While I show these brothers how the letter like talking in rhythm. Talking in rhythm.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Talking in Rhythm. I'm your host, Chuck the Barber. We back again. We got two new guests that first time appearing. We got Brother V in the house.
What up?
We got B. We got my man Vic Smith.
What up,
A
dog?
DFW comedian, well known on the way up. Shit, man, it feels good. It's the first time we ever had all men on the show, man.
Testosterone up in
Yeah, we ain't never really been able to talk about sports or nothing, man. So, shit, we got a kind of a special show today.
Now,
As far
some
as
women do
concerned.
know about sports, though.
Shit, not the ones we've been having.
Well,
We've been having all comedians, just about journalists, and the rest of them been all comedians, man.
okay.
Yeah, funny girls, though. Funny girls. I miss all of them. Shout out to Carmen Keys. Shout out to Vanity, the comedian. Shout out to Candace Webb, the comedian. And shout out to
Angela Walker.
Michelle, Mama Michelle.
Mama Michelle.
And Angela Walker, the comedian all day. She's still, they part of the show or whatever. But man, how was y'all weekend, man?
It's fast. The whole
It's fast.
weekend has been fast. But I wanted to say something about the testosterone and the sports. Like it's a lot more things that we definitely touch on too as men. I think sometimes we get pigeonholed. We don't want to be part of that.
Absolutely.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Brian.
Okay.
First of all, I've been knowing this dude for like 21 years or whatever. It's my guy. He like a brother. He from Chicago. They get on my fucking nerve, but I love these dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all go back real far.
But back far enough for you to know me as B. Like most people, I guess, from day to day would know me from my first government name, which is Samuel. My middle name is Brian. A lot of people found that
Your whole
out.
family named Sam, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody named Sam.
Everybody's name. See, and thank you. And so I don't even have to explain why I go by my middle name. It's a lot of Sams in my family. But yeah, I'm from Chicago. All of the things that go with that. I'm proud of the city I'm from, even though it's not exactly getting the best rep right now. I'm currently a licensed professional counselor. So that is what I do as occupation. Otherwise, fill in the blanks. I'm a black man, first and foremost. I'm somebody that definitely is an advocate of mental health in all aspects of that, because our brains is everything. What is that? George Clinton said, free your mind and what everything else will follow. Right.
Well, Vic, give it to us, man.
Hey, man. I'm Vic Smith. I am a comedian. Currently, I am on tour with Jake Staley. He's been on Amazon Prime, Chocolate Sundays, Kevin Hart. He's toured with Earthquake. Like, he's been a lot of places. He's also my mentor as well. We actually got a show this coming up weekend in Cleveland at Club 6. I hope I said that right. But we do got a show on the 18th and 19th. I'm from Dallas. Well, let me rephrase it. I am from Lancaster, which is a
Dallas Fort Worth.
yeah.
They'll never get it.
Yeah.
Dallas is cool.
Right.
Went to Paul Quinn. Shout out to Paul Quinn College. So I am from this metroplex. That's me in a nutshell, man.
Indeed.
What you talking about,
That's
V?
how you know I ain't from Dallas, because I don't call it what you call it.
Lancaster.
Yeah.
We say Lancaster.
We're going to work on that. You said 21, 22 years, right? You've been here? Yeah. So you from Texas.
Nah.
Nah, we ain't never going to do that, man.
We know how to pronounce that the way that it's pronounced in Texas, but I think most people that's moved here, they refuse just because anytime you talk to anybody else from anywhere else, like, he's from Pennsylvania, Lancaster,
They got one everywhere you go.
Right.
Lancaster.
What we don't have, except for here in Dallas, is a Lancaster.
Yeah, Lancaster.
That is the and it's funny, I say it's two things that's one of them is the pronunciation of Lancaster here is Lancaster, and then Keist. Because technically, Keys should be Keist. like Heist.
It's definitely Keith.
See, there you go. Right? and truthfully, if you out of town, that is an official way to know if somebody from your city. It's like, man, what do you call Lancaster? Just pronounce it that way at first, and then they like, what, Lancaster? And then they hit you with Lancaster. Oh, okay, you really from?
You know, they do that shit everywhere. Like I was listening to what's name interview, and I didn't know they weren't from New York City. Brand Nubian, and what's his name was talking. What's his name? He always
Grand Pooba,
not Grand Pooba, the one who don't like him.
Lord
Jamal.
Yeah,
and he said they from New Rochelle, but when he pronounced, he said Norrochelle.
He just rolled it all.
Yeah, Norrochelle. Like, yeah, we from Norrochelle. I'm like, Norrochelle. I'm listening like, I've been to New York.
Like that's some mythical place.
Yeah,
like, no,
New Rochelle to us, it's Norrochelle to him. Like, you know, they do that in Virginia too, Norfolk. They say Norfolk.
But yeah, it's pronunciation. And I think this black folks, the way wherever we are, we gonna put something on it.
Yeah.
Whatever we do.
I think all the people do that though. The white people do that shit. Black,
not as much as I think we.
Heard a white person say Lancaster or Lancaster.
I've heard a lot. The ones that's from Lancaster say Lancaster.
Yeah.
Even Whataburger. They say Waterburger. It's what a burger. They say Waterburger.
No, it's Waterburger.
I'm just saying, it's called what a burger. Like they don't even do that in the commercial. Like what a burger.
Yeah, we still working on it.
Even the weather forecasters, you know, the people that's doing weather here pronounce it Lancaster.
Yeah.
Like I done heard what's the one Fields. The guy with the glasses look like Brian off a Different World.
Shit, I know what you're
talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like he pronounces it. I'm like, okay. And I know he not from here, but he pronounces it like
Lancaster, man. That's what it is. We're not from Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Yeah, we got you.
We got you.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Oak Cliff, not Oak
Lancaster.
Oak Cliff.
Yeah, it's one word. You know?
You cut a bunch of syllables out. We good.
Yeah.
Let's take some syllables out.
I think we say it just how it look on paper. We like, that's
how it is on the paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how was everybody's weekend, man?
I was cool, man. I went to see Scarface yesterday.
Oh shit! I told you ain't even tell me, man. You ain't shit.
How was it?
It was dope. It was dope, especially him being like my favorite rapper though too.
Okay.
And it was dope. It wasn't like no big arena concert.
Right.
It was like
Personal.
nice, small little.
You said he had some guest appearances too, right?
Yeah, 8-Ball, MJG, and Tila showed up.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
nice.
it was dope. It was.
What were some of the songs Scarface performed?
The Man Cry.
That's the song right there.
He did The Smile. He talked about Pac. He talked about Pac. Pac was like, "You my favorite rapper." Pac told him that.
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's the shit." Tupac tell you
I'm
that.
mad at you, bro. You ain't gonna tell me shit, man. That's...
I saw Face back in was it October?
And he looks good.
October or November. He came to Langston's homecoming this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, every year they get a artist to come and perform as part of the, you know, the festivities or whatever. One year I took my son, they brought Too Short. And I was like, hey, you know, I love Too Short, but he was still kind of young. I was like, hey, we need to go before he gets started. Bro, man, as soon as we walk into the car, I knew he hit the stage because you already know how he opened it up. Man, he held the longest bitch too. That was like
he started it though. He started the originator.
But yeah, Face. I think that as he just getting older in general, he want to have more of those kind of personal shows. Like he did a whole set where it was like Tiny Desk. He was like he was talking to you.
Yeah, that was loud.
Yeah.
Face getting into politics too, right?
Nah, that's Willie. You talking about Willie D?
Willie D.
Willie been running for different little branches of office.
And he looked the same. Just to throw that out, Willie D looked the same that he did in 1985. right now,
he do.
like you, like a Negro vampire.
That's a fight. A lot of people don't know he's a pro boxer, man.
Oh
yeah. He's a boxer. And he always talked about fighting.
You remember he beat up Melly Mel?
Nah, I didn't know that. Yeah, they had but I know he didn't threaten the whole.
They got a ring and fight. He knocked Melly Mel out, man. Damn, he can really fight.
I believe it. Yeah, he didn't threaten a lot of people, and they take it serious because it don't ever make it to him beating them up. They just like, yeah, we know, we can see it in your face.
Crazy because Jay-Z performed last night again.
Oh yeah, that was his first.
He brought him
the
out.
First or second show.
Second show. Yeah. He tore it up again. He brought Eminem out, a couple other people.
Jay, you know, in the South, man, we rock with Jay, but we didn't rock with Jay.
Okay.
Like we wasn't really pushing Jay-Z music in high school.
But that was probably East Coast period, though, right?
Yeah, like we just didn't mess with none of it out there. We didn't even understand that rap really out
I don't know. That's Lil Wayne's favorite artist, though.
Well, you know, Wayne ain't from Texas either.
Right. Oh, you mean Texas? Okay.
And Wayne is an artist. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, you listen to people that's in your craft. Like you look at, you know, the greats, and he is considered one of the greats. So I can see Lil Wayne listening to him, but just a person and just listen to music, like Jay-Z wasn't really getting played in high school.
That's crazy. Well, Jay-Z came out after I was out of high school. After we was out of high school. He was a little younger, but yeah.
He used to be one of my top.
He's still one of my top.
I say in top 10. He in my top 10.
He came out with like Nas. You saw the set he did with Nas the day before the first show?
I saw like some brief footage of it, but you know, I think that whole Jay-Z kind of returning to himself thing, like cutting his hair, that was I'm like,
dramatic.
how much how much of this is for the for the fact that it's cameras rolling? Like, how much of this is actually legitimately?
It's still showbiz, bro.
Showmanship.
Yeah, it's still showbiz.
Yeah, it's
like, you got to entertain at the end of the day.
Because I mean, man, he made everything about this hair into a part of his show. Like I heard that
he talked about his hair.
They had heard a video or something of her
cutting his hair.
Cutting his hair. They had a video of him getting it detangled first.
Right, that was the first part.
Then he came out. I think she was cutting his hair on stage.
On the first show at the stadium, she was.
So he got a whole haircut on stage?
He got a low haircut. Right. Yeah. Beyonce cut his hair.
Came out with a fade. Because you know he got his locks detangled. Then he got a braid.
Everybody clowning about that.
Then he had the fro. Yeah. And then this show that he just had, the first show, she took the Clippers to it.
Okay.
So now he out here like you now. He got this.
He did. He got her at the time. I got a whole movie. I've been going when the weather changes before it do. I been telling my wife, baby, it's gonna rain. I can feel the moisture up there.
Not the drop top.
I got ceramic top. My stuff is like a Tesla at the top.
I guess because we from up the way, we like Jay. I don't know how this can't understand how you don't like Jay. I don't know.
It ain't that we didn't like Jay. Like I rock with Jay. We wasn't. It wasn't Southern music.
Yeah, I get
you know, like we didn't.
See, I'm from Kansas City. We in the middle, so we kind of got it.
Well, I'm from Pittsburgh. We listen to. He's from the Midwest.
I'm from the Midwest. Chicago is definitely.
But if you made good music, we listen to it. That's how I saw it.
Well, that's all I was about to say. We're influenced by a lot. Just being in the middle of the map. I think definitely the Southern influence, because most of us have at least one of our parents from somewhere down south, but not so much Texas. Like, you know, most people in Chicago have a relative from Mississippi or Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Is a whole, because of work, right? Everybody went from the South to the north for those steel jobs, those jobs at the car manufacturer plants and stuff. But like musically, I think like, man, we listen to the Southern music like big time. I think West Coast, nobody can ever say that we didn't have no West Coast influence. But I think that just the weather being an influence and like clothing, design, all that stuff, I think East Coast probably on some level was more influential.
Well, they started it, so it's going to be the New York. You know the New York.
But I'm just saying, just the whole presentation of a lot of the East Coast music, and especially around the time that I was, in high school or whatever. Like, you know, you had some of those groups that now influence people like the Buffalo Soldiers and that whole movement up in Buffalo, Mobb Deep. I mean, you know,
you talking about like Benny the Butcher and all?
Yeah, but you know, Mobb Deep pretty much was like the grandfathers to their sound, and I think that when I was growing up, that was a major influence. Like Mobb Deep was a pattern of street life that a lot of people connected with. Like they were living that whole Mobb Deep life, and we were in that age, you know. And I'm sure some of the music that you probably listened to, you connected to because you was living some of what they were talking about.
Kinda. Now my mom's a preacher.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
changed a lot.
He like, no.
I was listening
shit, that
to
don't
Heaven
mean nothing.
97.
I mean, it's changed a lot.
Yeah,
he said,
you gotta
was
become
not too
sneaky.
preacher.
Yeah, like we
bad as
couldn't listen
motherfuckers.
to that.
They
You know,
were-
I was listening to revival music
Okay.
all the way up to felt like my senior year. So
Okay.
because of that, I didn't really get to listen to a lot of music. Now, my uncle is Willie Hutch. Y'all, I'm not for sure if y'all know.
Yeah, I know
who he
Willie
is.
Hutch is.
So he was signed to
get lifted.
Motown. So he
I get high.
The Last Dragon.
That's your uncle?
Yeah,
Oh.
He from Florida though.
Cali.
I thought
Willie Hutch from Cali.
Willie was from Florida. I thought.
Outkast sampled this music that player song, international player.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I
I
choose,
choose you.
Mhm.
That's actually him. That's his
What's
song.
the name? Remade the song. Jaheim remade the whole song.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jaheim and
yeah.
Mariah Carey tried
Yeah.
it, but the original song.
Willie Hutch was bad. though.
Was your
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to do like the Players Ball in Chicago.
Yeah, they
Okay.
played that in the.
He
was
put
it
you
the
in.
Mac?
He kind of sounds like
Mac.
That's the
Mac.
name of his album, The
Yeah,
Mac.
The
So,
Mac.
Yeah.
big shout out to my Uncle Sonny,
Damn, I
man.
just showed my age.
A little bit.
Damn.
A little bit.
That's what that was.
It's still people watching and listening to it. Definitely.
So I did get the I was raised where I was able to sit in the studio and watch him
Oh, well, that's live.
do
bro.
his thing. And
We
some,
weren't sitting in no studios, nigga.
yeah, and
No,
some of the Motown people would come through because he ghostwrite for a lot of people. So they'll come through.
That's
He was in
live.
Duncanville. They'll slide in. They do their thing. And
We walking through with a Walkman on or something, maybe. That's
not the Walkman.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
See, they,
Side
once
A and
again, another
We
age.
70, we
Another
70
age.
babies, man.
Hey. I
We
don't
come
know
from
about
records,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Now, we did have Walkman.
Okay.
Y'all's was DVDs, though. Or CDs.
CDs.
Now, I had Walkman.
With the tape?
Yeah, tape.
It was side A and B. Yeah, I was recording the jam.
Oh, okay.
You know, making
Making
the voicemail.
mixtape.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listening to H-Town, making the voicemail, trying to make it.
Right.
You might have been a little behind then.
Put in the background of all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
About a house speaker that stood up about this tall.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was me. I'm 81.
Okay.
I'm 81.
Oh,
man.
you ain't that
Ain't
far.
that far.
That's like
Yeah.
my younger brother.
Yeah,
My
he ain't
younger
that
brother was
far.
born in 81.
And I got older brothers. You know, they was
Yeah.
big on Kwame. You know, the polka dot
Oh,
shirt,
yeah.
silk.
Yeah.
You know, the dye in their
Yeah.
head.
Funny story about Kwame and them polka dots, man. My grandmother, I told her one time that I loved the polka dots, you know, because it was that era, right?
Mhm.
And she would be buying me shirts, and then that ended, like that whole polka dot phase ended. And like I swear, like polka dots, you couldn't find a polka dot shirt anywhere. My grandmother, for years later, every year would pop out with
Still.
one or two brand new polka dot shirts. I'm like, did you just like buy them and stockpile them, and now you just kind of easing them out
Yeah.
to me every year? But like, I used to let her give them to me. I used to be like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna wear that this year, but you know,
Did y'all wear the hammer pants too?
I didn't.
I did.
People was
I
doing
did.
that.
I ain't even
Wore the
gonna
hammer
front.
pants?
I had hammer pants. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
I
wear
had,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
The overalls that BBD used to wear, I ain't wear them either.
I want to.
I had them pattern leather shoes that went with
See, I
those
ain't
shoes.
with the gold tip.
Man, not with the gold tip, but they had like some little gold design on it.
Gold
Dog. There you
design
go.
on the toe.
Yeah, I want
That's
to
what,
wear them too.
That's what Marvin be wearing in Power. That Power, what's it called? Raising Cane. He be wearing that shit on.
You remember there used to be a store called Oak Tree back in the day. They used to sell all that stuff, man. Gene West,
Gene,
Oak Tree.
Gene
I
West.
remember
I
Gene
killed
West. I
Gene
remember
West
Oak
and Rayon
Yeah.
2 for 25.
They was like, I think they might have even been owned by the same people.
Well, y'all from the Midwest too, though.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I ain't far, but this
Yeah.
is still the East.
Get them 2 for 25.
Still sick.
Rayon fake silk shirts. When you want to get
Right.
fresh.
Man, your shirt was rather blousy back then. It was you had on damn near male blouse.
In the cliff, we had Big T and Redbird Mall.
I went there one time. I never went back there.
Which
When I
one?
first-
Big T?
Big T, yeah. I've been to Redbird one time, but Big T, I went there one time. I was like, oh, this shit is fake. Like, fuck that shit.
Hey,
I
see,
mean,
you
Them
see that?
plastic ass A1s, I never went back
You see-
there.
The see-through ones?
They sound like
wore
dress
them?
shoes when people walking.
You had
on.
to
Hey,
see through
Hey, I had a pair with the leather shorts on.
I ain't gonna front. When we come from, they had knockoffs, but them shits was better
You
than
say
the
it was,
real
you
ones.
say
bro.
it was some.
Good knockoffs.
I went to Big T, and out of all the fraudulent stuff that they had in there, I found the pair. This was back when Tommy Hilfiger. I got a pair of Tommy Hilfiger
Be you
shorts.
different. Be different though. Be shop differently, bro. You different.
I got my prom suit from Big T.
My man will go through 100,000 things to find something. Like he different.
Yeah, I mean, but I did. I found some
different.
some Tommy shorts, and people used to ask, man, where you get them shorts from? And of course, I never told them Big T, but boy, the Big T shorts lasted.
We used to go get our nuggets from there, man. When you want your nugget watch, bracelet, or rings, man, you hit Big T up, man. That the jewelry, it said 14K on it. That's all we need to see.
Jewelry was solid though. They jewelries.
Nah, I cut a lot of people here that own stores out there. All that shit was bullshit, bro.
Oh, man.
Well, I know when you wanted to go put some
stores.
sounds in your car, definitely
Absolutely.
Big T was.
But you got to keep the receipt, because if it mess up and you ain't got your receipt,
you ain't getting
they like, bro, I was just here 15 minutes ago.
Like,
where your receipt?
You look like every other person that came in here.
Yeah, and they rude too, and like they got bad customer service, man.
Indeed, and it's because on some level they never probably had to bring their customer service up to a certain level, because they feel like, man, well, we dealing with people that's all right with just enough, you know, and just enough ain't gonna have you motivated to do more than what you offering them in that moment.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
We got some history of Dallas and a couple timelines, whatever.
Right.
So let's get into it, man.
Hey.
Yeah. We got, what's the kid's name?
Wells. Nolan, Xavier, Nolan Wells.
Oh, yeah. Let's get some opinions on that, man. You want to start out?
So he was out with some friends, and they went to in Mississippi. They went out
the Gulf Coast.
They went out on the boat
to Horn Island.
Yeah. 18? Yeah, 18, 19? He like 18, 19.
Something like that. Probably more 18.
Yeah, I think he was in going to community college or something. But he went with some of his white friends, and everybody went home afterwards except for him.
Right.
The friends act like their story was all different. Yeah. Oh, he said he was staying with this girl, and this was on 4th of July.
So
that was 4th of July, so that was Saturday.
Told us to bring his phone with us or whatever that was.
Yeah,
you know,
and they found him wash up to shore.
Yeah,
on Monday
on the island
on that Monday. Yeah. But the stories is all over the place.
Now they saying a lot of wild stuff. They saying they ain't found no water in his lungs during the autopsy, but I don't know if that's true though. Yeah. They said I
didn't have all that information. My thought is as a parent of a teenage son who his friend group is very eclectic. And I've made comments to him specifically about, like, man, just having to heighten his awareness in certain situations. I'm just like, man, you know, I wonder, did his parents ever have a conversation about, like, the fact that, man, you know, race is still an issue, even if it doesn't feel like he
was the only. Well, it was another black guy, his friend, but
it also depends on how long they've been friends. You know, depending on like what area you live in, you may be the only black person at your school, but you grew up with you know what I'm saying, different races from like first grade to your senior year. So if y'all been friends that long, you no longer see color. You know, so when you know his parents see that, and this is, you know, his childhood homeboy from Chad, you know what I'm saying, you feel comfortable with Chad because he spent the night over Chad's house. Chad had spent the night over to y'all house. So
I get it. I get that, you know, the history may have allowed for the defense part or the discernment part to be somewhat disarmed. But that's, I guess, what I was saying. As a parent, you should have ongoing conversations, even if you have a son or a daughter who has, of course, a lot of non-black friends that are really welcoming, and they you know, spend whatever that particular time to make those bonds. It's still a possibility that race is going to go and play into the equation at some point. And you don't ever want to just completely be disarmed to that, like that. Absolutely. And especially as people get older, because what you as a kid, whether you was in elementary, middle school, high school, those things that you had that bonded you at those points, when you become an adult, it changes.
They change.
It changes. And then, you know, it's certain things when you throw in, we don't know what other aspects of like jealousy, ego, whatever that showed up in that particular moment that might have allowed them to kind of push him to that particular place.
And it could have been it could possibly be an accident, and it was just two different races.
Could be an accident,
and they just threw that in there, like
but the way they handled it,
you see how all of them went together.
They got together.
They all went together and just
that's
like
nobody CSI shows. All these different crime shows. Like they just putting together a plan that they always see on TV. Like I actually feel like they didn't kill him on purpose. I feel like he was aware enough to where he know that if they hating enough, I ain't rocking with them like that. Really, to go for Mexico. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like getting in there by myself.
But they go all the time. Like they've been there plenty of times.
Now,
so he used to going out with.
That's what I'm about to say. He was familiar with that, but we also have so many different things that's coming out. Like you just presented something. Like I heard that there were actually possibly, allegedly, all of those.
Oh yeah,
you got to say allegedly. That there was a younger sect of the Ku Klux Klan that was actually on that island at the same time, and there's been this resurgence of Klan activity in younger folks. Now, before it used to be like if you were young and you were, white supremacist, you were like skinhead or something. But no, they bringing back just the good old pointy head folks. And so they were out there supposedly. So you just never know what kind of things transpired. And even if your friends are your friends, I don't know what defense is going to look like in certain situations when it is not as much mixed company. I don't know what the ratio of us on that island was, but if it's any indication from the pictures of that crew and that was reflection on that island, then it wasn't a lot of black folks out there to begin with.
I just don't think they would have lawyered up the way they did if it didn't happen amongst them. They lawyered up as soon as they got back. And then
really
one
quick,
of the guys, his dad was a judge and all that shit.
His mom. I think.
Somebody.
Mom was
I don't think they would have lawyered up as soon as they got back, if that was the case. Anyway.
Right.
I don't know.
But I mean, it's good that, that you able to still kind of give some bit of a different bit of grace to that situation, because obviously you must have had some experiences that painted a picture different too.
Well, I'm from Texas. I'm from the South. And I've never, in 45 years of living, I've never been in a racist situation.
Wow.
Most people that's racist, they stay away from us. They don't even want to be around us. So, I never ran across that. Now, I got day one partners that's not the same race as me. Like, I put them in my wedding. I kick it with everybody. I love everybody. Now, I'm not saying that racism don't exist, because I know it do.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that if this oak tree is too tall, I'm not going to walk up underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
So if it say white only pies, I'm not going to go in there and ask do they got any.
So you don't go where you want
banana pudding.
Right.
When my antennas stick up, I keep it moving. When I'm going to Mississippi and in Alabama, if I need gas and I pull up at the gas station, they got rocking chairs and it's 2 people in this rocking chairs, I'm gonna push to the next gas station. Like, I don't care how much the gas is.
Bro, I wish I could say that I'm biracial and I done been through some wild shit in Texas and Florida. Like I was in Texas. I used to dive. I told you that. I was on an oil rig doing NDT work. And when I went to go eat, nobody would sit at the same table and eat with me, man. They would stand up and eat or just wait for me to get up.
The same people you work with?
Them and the people I work with came out of Texas, but the people on the rig, period.
Oh.
There was only 2 black people on the whole oil rig. One of them was a cook, and the other girl was a laundry girl.
Yeah, I definitely have had my fair share of experiences as far as race. So, it is hard as a Black and American for me to separate any of those experiences from my lens when I look at things, just like you haven't had those experiences. Like in undergrad, I was in Oklahoma. They used to have along 75, they had a gas station that was called Redneck Corner. I mean, you already, like you said, you ain't need the rocking chairs at that place.
Yeah.
You just, as soon as you roll,
you
like, I don't really need gas.
No oxtails. So I'm gonna go ahead and
At 360, they had redneck heaven over there.
Nah, I ain't never been in there.
Black people was going in there.
Yeah.
It's called you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I do too. I've never been to redneck heaven.
I never went in there either.
I don't want to go to that heaven, actually.
Because of the name. People used to go to like, man, we at redneck heaven. I'm like, you know, for real.
Nah, man, I'm good, man. Like a little more melanin, I'll be at that heaven, not that the redneck one. But what I was gonna say is that, you know, for most people, your antennas are based off of how you were brought up, right? So your experiences, your antennas, your spidey senses, Negro spidey senses, they go off different than other people. Mine is firing off all the time.
He might have went off, but it's not like he can just be like, I'm leaving.
Yeah, really. When you
because you on the island,
right.
Well, that's how it was in that one rig. It was like, but I told them when I said, look, when we touch dry land, I ain't going back out with y'all. I'm done.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah.
And even in Florida, like when I went to school, they carved my truck up with a diver knife.
Oh, that's
really?
crazy.
Oh, see, that's too much.
Yeah, they carved.
See, but you said it in those places. Like my first racism was Chicago, and it's not as overt of a racism as some places in the South is more covert racism, but it's still a type of racism that you feel like I went to school with some of everybody. Yeah, one of the things that I tell anybody, if you want to really know the racial makeup of a town, city, whatever, go to a school like a high school and go into the cafeteria, you know, during lunchtime, because you're gonna see people either sitting together or they're going to sit with what they feel comfortable. It's going to be a segregation that's going to naturally happen in there. Like growing up in Chicago, like, man, I would go all day long in the hallway, we talking to each other and all that stuff. But you go to that cafeteria and you could tell real quick what the city was looking like. Like we did not deal with each other, you know,
man.
And not just white and black, like
different races
in general. And even amongst the white people, they would kind of split up. Like, you know, it'd be the Irish over here, the Italians over here.
I think that's our era though. That's how it was.
Did y'all play sports?
Yeah.
In school?
Yeah, but not the ones that everybody like, oh man, you played football? Like, no. I ran cross country and I wrestled.
Okay.
I wrestled.
So like in sports, man, you know, your brother was your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to Lancaster, which is a majority all black squad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But one of our football captains was a white guy.
Okay.
And I rock with him till today. So I mean, when that may be something else that brighten my horizons or my eyes. Like, man, when I go on the field and I know this dude got my 6, you know what I'm saying? We out here bleeding together and we just won this game together. Or we just took this L together. I no longer see his color.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't been through the trenches together. We out here sweating in this Texas heat together.
Right.
So, I mean, I just been a part of that.
Right. You built the bond through that.
Even with me, like diving was like that. Like you say, like it was too much or whatever.
Right.
But there was guys in there that told me, they was like, well, Chuck, where I grew up, they wasn't black people, or they told us they wasn't no good or whatever.
Right.
But as we went through the process of school, you know, we became, like to this day, I still keep in contact with them because you create a brotherhood. Like y'all depend on each other as far as staying alive. Like, you know, it ain't to be fucked with. Like, you don't play the game, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But then even like taking it from out of sports to like the military, right? You know, which you have a lot of people that have went to the military and have literally been in war type situations with, you know, shoulder to shoulder, and they have to depend on it. But it's still something really terrible that exists once you make it back here. Absolutely. So like even when the lights on Friday night go dim, it's something that still is part of America that we really feeling and seeing now, that shows up in some pretty terrible ways most of the time. And if we don't kind of, not so much, you don't have to focus on it like this is where you're going to stay, kind of, you're not building your house there. But if you lose focus of the fact that that this is America and racism is something that is here like the foundation of this building we in, you know, then I think that's when we find ourselves sometimes getting caught off guard, because it's like you would do this to me. We've been going to war together, right? But then like that particular person, depending on what situation it plays out, might have to choose.
But I think that's how they operate different than us. I don't think black people operate that way.
Right.
I think most races operate, they don't give a fuck if they're wrong. They still gonna sling in the direction of their people, even if they're right or wrong.
I've seen that.
We don't do that. We try to be, we're gonna support everybody type shit.
Right.
And it never works out.
Possibly what happened.
Yeah,
it
never works out for us either. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at with Donald Trump, how he get in the second term after what you seen what happened the first term, and then he get back in. You know.
Well, I personally, when it comes to the orange guy, I think that he that it was something technology wise that brought about that second win. And of course, we won't know until we know, and by then the things that have already went down, it won't even matter.
The people he was running against wasn't strong.
They what?
So like when you looking at it, you like, you know what? All this sucks.
Yeah.
Well, if they don't want to let a white lady in, how they gonna let a black lady in? You know what I'm saying? Like they let a black dude in before a white lady.
That's the simplified version. Yeah.
Yeah, and even real, like Hillary was really more qualified than even Obama. Right. They didn't want her in.
Yeah.
So they bring a black woman along. She ain't getting in, bro. Like it was almost a setup.
Yeah, the
dude got retarded real quick.
And then if
his name Biden, Joe Biden,
right? But then if you look at some of the things that was playing like behind the scenes too, like the algorithms that were going on as far as social media, and that's where most people get their media from. Like not a lot of people sitting watching the news like they used to, right? But you see what's coming across your feed all day long. Like I think that there was. And, you know, you all might be like, man, start throwing tomatoes or whatever. But, like, I think that they call it, the manosphere? I think that it was certain conversations that had started about a woman leading the country in general, that there was a lot of people that even though they said, well, maybe I should vote for her, which would possibly be more in favor of my benefit or whatever it is that I would like to have happen agenda-wise. But then they were like, but I don't want to vote a woman in to lead the country. And there was a lot of dudes I heard speaking that type of stuff. And it's like, okay, but now...
But we turned on her.
You choose
Most black people turned on her.
You choose.
Oh, she's not black.
Yeah.
But you choosing somebody that's really not working in the favor of anything that is going to benefit you or anybody that look like you. You know what I'm saying? And that to me... We knew what he was on. The one thing that nobody can ever get upset about or misconstrue is he been the same dude
from the beginning.
Yeah. Man, from the jump. He like, man, I'm about this money. I don't really give a damn about any of this other stuff that y'all get caught up in. But if I can pluck your heartstrings and therefore manipulate you at some particular point, guess what? I'm gonna do that too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think
it's just him. I think it's a lot of people in the background pulling his chain, bro, because he ain't that smart to do a lot of the stuff he do. Hell no.
And then the question now is he even alive? Like
a lot of people rock with Trump before he was president. Back in the day.
Back in the day, they used to look up to him like
rock with him. But when he became president, you know what I'm saying? They start rocking with him. I'm not a big fan of the orange guy either.
Right.
You know, but I do know, like back in the day, most of the most influential. Yeah, I couldn't come up with words.
I saw what you were doing.
Most of the people that black people looked up to, man, he was in a circle.
Yeah, because it was money, and money was kicking it with money at that point. But then it's different when you just kicking it with a social elite, and you just hanging out. You know, y'all doing coke or whatever it is y'all doing. Then when you got somebody that's at the helm of what used to be the supposed free world, and now he making decisions that impact, you know what I'm saying, your property taxes, or your how long you gonna be spending in jail at this particular time, you know, or even just some of these freedoms that we barely have now, like the fact that that, and I say this, and people get mad when I say this, but that right now, if us four talking the way that we talking right now were to be deemed domestic terrorists, which is a title.
What they shadow ban you all kind of shit, or they'll just suspend your shit,
or it's getting to the point where they can actually take us from here to an undisclosed location and hold us for just the speech that we had, and don't have to give you any real reason nor give you a definitive timeline in which they're gonna let you go. Like, it's all kind of stuff that he has his group, because it's probably not just him, has put into play that, man, like, I think, folks need to be aware, and I won't say fearful, but definitely your awareness should have you doing some preparation of some sort.
Preparation Absolutely. For what, though? What you going to prepare for?
I mean, for the bottom falling out this board, because it's changing right now.
I'm asking you, though, how do you prepare for that?
Well, I think that at some point,
it sounds good. Like,
no, I think like some real things is the if you have the means currency wise to find other currency to put your money in.
Bro, the average person can't even figure out a retirement.
What do you asking me? I'm just saying,
okay.
Like, if you can, that's why I said the people that can do it, and they are doing it right now. I think that the majority of, like, have y'all noticed how many entertainers have went on tour in the last 2 years? It's been a flood of entertainers going on tour, people that haven't toured in years. And I think because the people that's closer to the top of the financial, the food chain, they got messages about money and what was going on, especially with our financial structure here. Like, America's currency been being destabilized for a long time now.
That's right.
And so, like, now they like, well, we gonna get this money, and then we gonna do something to diversify it in a way that we.
Let me ask you a question. You think precious metals is going to be a form of currency?
I think that, but I think that the funny thing is that we gonna be out of that game, because, like, America, for instance, Fort Knox hold all this gold, and I remember when I was a shorty, I used to think Fort Knox,
they don't hold no gold.
Our gold. I used to think it was American. No, they had it, but I used to think it was like U.S. gold. I'm like, yeah, that's where all the gold is. But it's where the gold, but it's not. Most of the gold is being held for other countries, people in other places. Like, America hasn't been on a standard, a gold standard, a silver standard.
It's the petrodollar.
Since what is that? Like the Great Depression. It was some long time ago, right?
They made a deal with with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. So, like, now I just think as far as preparation would be, if you have the means, you need to definitely find ways to take your currency and turn it into something like precious metals, or something that's going to be barterable.
Yeah, I'm about to say barter would be better, because I don't see that.
I think how you would start out preparing is getting you a passport. Get your passport. Like, if the bottom fall out, you need to be able to get on the airplane and find somewhere where the bottom is still
so you can just go somewhere else.
Hey, get your passport. Learn how to fish and hunt.
Man, there's a lot of countries.
I think that's definitely a key to it. Is definitely learning how to sustain life on your own.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a lot of countries are making visas more relevant than the passport too. The passports ain't getting it no more. A lot of countries ain't
because you still got to get
to
go live somewhere.
Right. And that's gonna cost money, and all that's gonna cost money, And in the scheme of things, like, most people who really are connected to their loved ones, their families and stuff, like, man, everybody don't have a passport. You might have a few people that have a passport. So even if something happened and
I really don't think it's gonna come to that.
Don't think so?
No, I think Trump's time is ending. It's coming to an end.
His time. But like you just said, he got a team that's going to carry out.
I think his team ain't going to carry out. I think once he goes, the ship sinks with him.
Well, it takes a couple of years just to get out of the BS that the past president created.
Not really. It depends on how they go about it. You know what I'm saying? Just as fast as he fucked it up. I mean, there's a lot of, in my opinion, I think, like, NATO. I think NATO's just waiting him out. They're not going to hang up oh, fuck America. They waiting this dude out. A lot of countries is waiting him out, bro. It happened. I don't think it's going to stick. Right now, the Republicans are dividing up. You just lost two of the most powerful Republicans With Lindsey Graham just died last night.
Right.
And what's his name died a week ago, and they just don't admit that he's dead because they don't want somebody getting his seat or whatever.
You talk about the turtle.
Yeah, what's his name?
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell, yeah. So they got two back to back. That's like the second and third most powerful Republicans that just passed, bro. Like, this time will pass too. And I think a lot of the world, they know that. They just going to wait it out. I don't think it's just going to sink into we just run around with gold shillings and shit. Nigga.
I don't even think they waiting it out. I think they just like, man, this is such comedy for anybody that doesn't have to directly live through it.
It's definitely not comedy.
Like this is like,
it's affecting the world. There's parts of the world that's affected even way worse than us. Like parts of the Eurasia and shit like that, man, they flying out like once a month and shit now because their gas is unstable. We don't get our gas from the Strait of Hormuz. Speaking
about gas, like, they had passed something a while back, and I don't know the exact date, that basically gave the green light to put more ethanol in our fuel. Did y'all hear about that?
It's on the pump though. I forgot the name of the gas.
I use diesel.
There's a lot of car companies telling you don't put that gas in your car, and they're not covering no warranties or nothing.
And that's the thing. Like I had been getting regular gas, regular 87, and I was like, man, why I'm coming back to this gas station as quickly as
I ain't gonna lie. Before this, they've been going on. If you get your gas at cheap places
like Walmart and Kroger,
you'll run through gas faster. If you go to Exxon, something like that, the gas lasts longer.
You gotta go Shell.
Yeah,
I stay at Quick Trip because if anything happened, I know where I got my gas from.
Yeah, and I always print my receipt, so just in case it mess up, I'm taking the receipt. Like,
well, I get mine from Costco, but I always put a booster in it.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. One time I was in Florida, and I went to a gas. This is why I lived in Florida. I went and got some gas, and they tank had to be like fucked up because I had like dirt, mud, water in that motherfucker.
Oh man!
And what?
And my gas. So what
that's
happened?
Crazy.
I took it to the dealership to get it fixed, and he showed me the gas. Like, yo, bro, you got all kind of. He showed me. I was like, oh, that's fucked up. So I had to pay for the injectors and all that to get cleaned, to drop the tank and all that. Yeah, it was over $1,000. Yeah. And then I got a lawyer and tried to sue them.
And they were like,
well, the city just didn't cooperate. Like I had to go through the city of Tampa. I was in Tampa.
Oh, okay.
And they just wouldn't cooperate, bro. I like, what the fuck? Like, I tried to sue.
Yeah, that's why I keep a receipt.
The receipt, it didn't matter. Like, it didn't make a difference. Like, because every time I use my phone, I just tap the pump.
Right. So he's saying he could prove where he got the gas from. They just like, we don't care.
Like, they ain't gonna go look into it. No,
bro,
at least
I mean, get no action,
get them
bro.
shut down or something.
I couldn't get no action. They ain't do shit. That's what it got. Like, I just fucked me out of like $1,200, $1,300. I was like,
terrible business practice. But that too is very American. It's like you could do all kind of really down low, dirty, and even sometimes in your face dirty stuff. And when people get into that court system, it's like, man, unless you have like.
Well, how you gonna sue ExxonMobil, one of the richest?
That's what I'm about to say.
Unless
you got some miracle might, like you gotta.
That's where you was at Exxon.
Yeah, I went to Exxon right around the corner because I was going to see this chick down in Orlando.
Oh.
My car started pop, boop, like I had a diesel, you ever drive an 18-wheeler and you start hitting
the more this story is,
oh man,
the more the story is, don't follow some dirty thoughts because you're gonna get dirty gas.
I needed that gas there anyway. It didn't matter. It was going to happen.
You're like, wherever I was going.
I was single, so it didn't make a difference. I could do what I wanted to.
Dirty gas for your dirty mission.
Damn.
Be like that sometimes, but
damn. The cost of living right now is just getting bananas right now.
Indeed.
I mean,
we've been there before.
Squeezing us.
We've been there before.
Choking us.
The amazing part about it, people still spending money. We ain't really hit a recession. That's the crazy part. I don't understand that shit.
Yeah, they spending money they don't got.
They spending it. I'm in a business where people normally, like I went through a recession before, like getting your hair cut ain't a necessity.
Well, for me, like when it don't grow as good at the top, like that's almost like getting gas for your car.
Well, hey,
Chuck, it's missing at the top again, man. You need to help me out.
Chuck could come with the miracle for you.
Man.
That's what he was. Bro, so how many guys what he said to me? He said,
man, bro,
you the miracle worker.
For a whole week, man, I'm looking through the internet trying to find the right barber, and I can't find nobody. You know, I want to find somebody that specializes in African Americans as well. Like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to a barbershop and my antenna starts sticking up. Now I'm going to have to sit up. You want to give me a shave with the razor? Like, no, sir, I'm good. I'm good on all that. But yeah, I'm scrolling through all these different type of barbers, man. I'm looking everywhere. I'm like in Frisco. I'm in South Lake.
Oh, wow.
I'm in North Richland Hills.
I just hear cha-ching, ching.
I'm in Pleasant Grove. Man, I'm everywhere, man. I kept on coming back to this light-skinned guy in this suit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going through it. And I look at Chuck Berry, and I'm like, dang, Chuck Berry look good, too. So I get to clicking on his page, and it's all professional. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm finna hit Chuck up.
Yeah, Chuck one of the best when it comes to
he my guy,
that.
man. Like, I actually need a cut on Wednesday.
You know, I used to cut him, his son, his cousin, his brother. I cut I never cut Vito. He don't even get haircuts. He just
he done just been letting it
let
go.
his shit. He just twisted.
Yeah, I'm jealous, man. Like, y'all older than me and stuff. Y'all hair on y'all neck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it ain't that bad, bro. It ain't that bad.
Yeah, my hair only go long under my arms. That's all I got.
You say you braiding it up.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Spraying oil scene on it.
Yeah, that's genetics. That's all that be.
Yeah.
Real quick. I want to give a shout out to my people, Horace Shondell Jones. His son was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA draft. Nephew, I'm proud of you. Malik Thomas, number 15, Cleveland Cavaliers. He gonna pay big dividends. I hope LeBron go back to Cleveland and get him a chip. Especially get nephew a chip in his rookie year. And other than that, y'all could take it.
That was your bid, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, going back to Cleveland.
I got to.
LeBron,
he got drafted.
LeBron ain't signed nowhere, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping he go back to Cleveland.
Why he ain't announced it yet, though?
I don't know. You know how he did it before when he left.
Trying to be a diva.
Hey.
Do he still want to play basketball?
Yeah, he want to play.
I think he want to win a chip. I think if he going to win, there's only a handful of teams he can go to if he want to win a championship.
Now, I was talking with somebody that was saying that he pretty much trying to wait till he get, his son situated.
His son already situated. His son ain't get drafted, bro. His youngest son ain't get drafted. He didn't even play last year.
He didn't?
He was on the Arizona bench. He got in a few times, but he ain't get. Arizona was one of the best. They was the number one team in college for.
So you don't think that even with that being the case, that him being who he is, he don't still have a way of getting him into the system?
Not after watching what Bronny did. Yeah. No, and he got Bronny signed to a 2-year extension.
And the other son is better than Bronny.
He is. He absolutely is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bronny signed a 2-year extension before the next day LeBron cut out, told him he wasn't coming back.
I think he was waiting to see.
Yeah, I don't think he got much to do with his son at this point. I think it's either he gonna win a chip and this is last year and get out.
He might wind up with the Mavericks.
All he gonna do is waste his fucking time with the Mavericks.
Hey, the Mavericks gonna win it this year too.
What you mean too?
Yeah, too. Like what you mean?
Because the Cowboys is doing it this year, man.
I thought you were talking about FC Dallas or something.
Not the Cowboys. But you know what? I'm glad that you brought that energy, because the reality is that to be a Texan, especially in North Texas, and not say that every year. It just ain't right. I gotta hear it from somebody.
I hear that shit every year.
Every year I gotta hear it.
But I'm gonna tell you, when around week 8, week 9 hit, niggas stop coming to get a haircut, man.
Because they don't want to hear
it. And I tell them, look, you say that now, I get the last tee every year for the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
I will be there week 8 for a cut with my jersey on. Because this is our year.
Listen, you might, some people do take it, but a lot of them cats don't take it, bro. They be like, I don't want, they'll come back after.
They definitely not going to come back to the independent Republic of Chuck. Like because they're going to hear it if they come up in there.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to give them the business, man. Then they got a Philly dude up in there. Tell him from Philly.
Speaking of Philly, the Cowboys play Philly on Thanksgiving. They got the 3:00 game.
That's gonna be good.
So my wife
played Philly this year too. Pittsburgh played Philly.
My wife had spoiled me with these tickets called Founders Club. You know what I'm saying? Where you get like good
Everything,
food and
yeah.
not, stadium
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
You got unlimited drinks.
Mm.
So I see, I'm like, babe, let's get us some Fountain Club tickets. Her best friend, they Philly fans. I was like, all right, they gonna come down, her and her husband.
That's gonna be hell.
Man, them tickets was
Crazy.
$11,000.
Oh yeah, well you
Sky high.
I said, I guess I'm watching it on the 75 at.
I'm about to
Right,
say,
and you
did
can have
get
whatever
them?
you want to
I'm
eat
about
at
to
your
say,
house.
did you get
Party
them?
on $11,000 for 4 tickets.
I think the last time I saw y'all was at the Chicago-Pittsburgh game. After that, that was the last time I saw you.
I'm
Right?
coming to Richardson. I ain't like
Where was we at?
Kansas City, but I'm trying
Yeah.
to.
Oh, it's,
we didn't go
we
to the,
welcome everybody
was it the
too out
sports
there.
bar?
Yeah.
I take
Jersey.
my homeboy. He wears cowboy jersey and everything.
You think Kansas City got
No.
something going on this year? They got a lot of rookies, man.
No.
Yeah, but we always did it with. We ain't had no real big superstars. We always
Y'all
had
did.
washed up.
Nah, y'all had some.
Okay, we had.
Y'all had Tyreek Hill. Y'all had that tight end.
What was he before he got
Kelsey
there?
out of there. He finna get
Tyreek
married.
only stayed there
He
for
finna
what?
become
Yeah, but
a house
Tyreek was a
husband.
beast, though.
Because
Y'all
then
tight
what he
end,
do when he got
Travis
his few
Kelce
years, he
was a
said,
beast.
I'm gone. And that's
No,
what
he
we do.
wasn't.
We
And he
take
gonna
him
be
a
a
couple
different
years.
personality.
So you think y'all Super Bowl? You think y'all Super Bowl material this year?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Nigga,
he said.
you being
Y'all,
a
we got
Cowboy
something to
fan.
prove. And look, I've
You
been
gotta have the horses to pull the
before
cart.
we
my nigga.
won our first. This in 2019.
I see he the only one really got something that said like Chicago kind of.
Yeah, but look,
I didn't even
But
say
you
nothing.
have the right.
I
to,
never
is what I'm saying.
said
Right.
we going.
Chicago
to the
actually
Super Bowl.
told the line last year they could do something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chicago surprised me. I didn't think
Yeah.
Chicago was going to be.
Now
think
y'all got
Chicago
y'all guy with
surprised
fingernail
Chicago.
polish on the mag covers and all that. That's a little
Yeah,
weird,
yeah.
but
Oh,
Madden
the female
curse.
popping.
the last person on there ain't having Madden
Nah,
curse though.
Pat didn't have one and no curse.
Yeah, he did. No, he didn't.
Nah.
Well, the
he ain't
curse
got
is
no
finna get
curse.
ready and go away because I had just read that PlayStation is about to go completely digital. So you ain't finna be buying games no more. So it
And
ain't no
I hate
But they
album
gonna
cover.
still have a digital cover.
I mean, that don't count.
It-
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
you still
Speaking
got
of
that-
Cowboy, Emmitt Smith came up on stage last night.
Right.
They brought Emmitt Smith.
You might
on
be able to
stage.
choose who you want on your cover at that point. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
can make your own
just
AI
like,
Make one
generated
up and
cover.
shit.
Right.
Like, you know, choose your own. 'Cause make
Somebody
your
that
own
ain't
shit.
never had a Super
bring
Bowl.
players from the '87. and
Let me
put
ask
them
you a
on.
question though. How y'all feel about y'all whole existing going to Indiana? Like, how y'all feel about that, bro?
Are they going?
They're moving to Indiana. They built
Are
a
they?
new stadium in Indiana.
Well, that's the. I don't know if
It's facts. It's,
if the dollars have already
oh,
moved.
it has. It's a fact. Yeah, it's happening.
Well, if that happens, I'm still
If
speaking.
it's-
If if that happens, I mean, it's
it's
terrible.
weird though, right?
It's kind of like
Indiana Bird.
it's kind of like when I
Nah, they still the Chicago Bears, but it's cheaper to build the stadium in Indiana.
But are they the Arlington Cowboys?
You right?
yeah,
Absolutely.
They
you
ain't
know what I'm
never been
saying?
there.
that
Right.
is 2 cities
They ain't
away.
never been in.
Right.
You gotta go through Irvin, Ewing.
They have been
That
in
was
Dallas.
in Irvin.
No, they was
No.
in
Oh, they was
No.
in Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl.
Yeah,
Cotton
they was in
Bowl.
Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
And
But
shout
that
out to
motherfucker ragged.
But
out.
even when they were in Irvin at that stadium, the cross section at that stadium sit in, the part of that was Dallas.
At least it was Dallas County.
that was
too,
still
though.
that was still Dallas County. But
We're in
then-
Irvin.
Yeah,
when it
that's
was
Dallas
when it was
County.
Irvin.
Well, yeah, it's Dallas County. Yeah.
Yeah, but they
They all the way out here now.
when they moved them out to Arlington, I thought the same thing. I was like, that's kind of like, are they gonna rename?
Well, at least
the
they in
team?
the same state still, though, bro. Y'all moved to another. I don't
I
think
mean,
nobody.
if
only
we
one.
if we talk about that, that's the thing. But people that's familiar with the area, they 20 minutes away.
You sick, bro.
It's 20,
They
20
sick.
it's 20 minutes, man. It's
That's
20
like how you feel about Kansas City moving from y'all moved from the Missouri side to the Kansas City side, or Kansas City side to the Missouri side.
The Missouri, they moving from the Missouri side to the Kansas side.
So I'm pretty sure
Which
everybody
I'm
in
from the
Missouri.
Kansas side,
I'm just saying
though.
everybody on the Missouri side is sick.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
okay.
yeah. They
Or
said
like Oakland, the Raiders went from Oakland to Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, they moved to a whole nother. They moved across the country. That's different.
And
They just relocated to a whole nother.
Hell,
they're the
everybody from
they're the Las Vegas Raiders.
everybody from LA.
They're the
and stuff,
Chicago
they
Bears,
live in Vegas.
but in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a
Yeah.
little funny style. Like that's a little different.
But funny enough, like, you know, I came up during the 90s when the Bulls was doing their thing, right?
But he had
And
to bring
when-
the Bulls. You
and-
never
yeah,
found a
what-
Chicago.
What I'm just saying, and whenever I would run into people from
Uh-huh.
Indiana, they would never claim where they was from.
Uh-huh.
They would always say, "Man, you know, so I'm from Chicago," and you'd be like, "Okay, where you from, Chicago?" You know,
I think people do that everywhere though.
yeah,
Cause we in the Metroplex. Most people gonna say they from Dallas.
Right.
Just being from the Metroplex.
like Gary, Indiana. Most of the time, they not gonna own up to being from GI.
now they
gonna-
will because everybody know Gary now.
I mean,
like
to-
Dayton.
to- they will always say Chicago because Gary only
Wow.
like less than 30 minutes.
Because
from
nobody
Chicago.
knew who Indiana was, so you don't tell them somewhere. Like if you
Unless
from
you
out-
was a Jackson fan, like they be like, yeah,
like I'm from Pittsburgh. If you outside of Pittsburgh, you say I'm from McKeesport. Nobody gonna know where McKeesport is.
Right.
You just gonna say Pittsburgh to keep it simple.
I can see people saying they from Oak Cliff when they in the
Everybody
surrounding
say they from
cities
Oak
like
Cliff down there,
DeSoto,
though.
Duncanville.
Right. Yeah.
They all
That's
do
like
it, though.
a big thing for y'all. They like,
Yeah,
nah,
they all claim
where you
Oak Cliff.
from Oak
Right.
Cliff.
What high school you went to?
I'm
What
from,
Chicago? They can
I'm
tell
from
what street.
Keystone.
What street you live on? Like Edgemont, man. Edgemont and Ewing.
Bonton.
Yeah, so you in the South, you know what I'm saying? You know,
I used to go to Oak
Love,
Cliff
you know what
all
I'm saying?
the
They
time
be
back
like,
in the
where
day.
you from in
remember that shit?
Dallas?
We used
And,
to go to
and y'all
Cliff.
gonna automatically be like,
You a little
What
young. You used to
part?
go to Cliff Club. You a little young. You remember
yeah, man. I
You remember the Cliff Club? Man, we
it's
used to
still
go?
open.
It's
I know.
still
I heard they moved it every
No,
year.
it's still same
open.
Okay, I know we used to go there back in the day when we first got here.
And I
Yeah.
think they done revamped it. Now the
Yeah,
one
That's what I heard. They
the one
closed it
thing
to
I
something
hope they
else.
never revamp is they drinks, boy. They
Them
were
drinks are cock
I
diesel.
think
Nah,
they
I'm
have-
sure they ain't.
Well, they had the
them
best drinks in
them
Texas.
drinks ain't the
They
same,
ain't
I
got
bet
the,
you.
ain't got the same old.
Oh, they don't.
Nah,
It was
that's
like
different.
it was like whoever was pouring they arm was just freeze.
Yeah, bro.
And the old guy that
Ooh.
used to dance all the time, I heard he passed away.
with the suits.
We should leave here and
Oh,
go
did
to
he?
the
Yeah.
after
damn.
hour spot in South
R.I.P.
Dallas.
Suit
Remember that
Man.
shit?
I used to see him everywhere.
Yeah, bro.
That should
He
keep
was
me
a
in
part
trouble.
of the
Remember, I was
club.
with
Now,
somebody.
now, Casino would probably know the name of it. I
Shit,
know
me,
it's
Rose, we
What?
used to all do that. Go to this after hour spot in
In
South
South
Dallas
Dallas.
after we used to leave the Cliff Club. I got it from y'all.
Oh, we just went across the street to Little Cajuns. So it was
Now-
a Clip Club, go across the street, then there was an after hour right there in Senior.
It wasn't
And
South
I
Dallas, though, was
remember
it?
that place because at
Nah,
one
it's,
point they had moved
Oak Cliff.
Catfish Connection into that place for
Yep.
a while. And while they were remodeling Catfish Connection, you know, Fat Boy stuff.
They closed
That's
Rudy's,
my
though,
point of
right?
reference.
Yeah, they closed Rudy's.
I ain't gonna lie, Rudy's over there. Shit was trash. Rudy's a garbage.
Now don't be
Now-
a hater.
Now-
Nah, he
now,
been
hold
that shit was
on,
garbage out, bro. Rudy's some of the greasiest shit.
To
I
me,
ever-
when they moved to the new building,
it was
it
bad.
was different to me.
It might have been because I went there
But
3
Rudy's
times.
in the 90s to me was great. Like when I would come down here and
visit.
just visit, man, they had all kind of deals. They used to have like 3-piece dark for like $2 or something
CD
like that.
man in line while you in the car trying to sell
Ain't
your
gonna lie, that line
CDs.
was always around the corner, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was always around
But what used to get me about that, like, is that they would put the seasoning on
the top of
the top of the chicken. I'm like, man, like, why don't you just
Put it in the
seasoning
batter.
in the batter?
I didn't
So
like
that-
the fact that they put the
And they-
chicken on top of the French fries and the bread on top of the chicken and suck up all the grease into
Yeah,
the
but see, like,
fries
if
and
you
the
go to
gravy.
Yeah,
and
Yankee,
you
shit.
got
you tell
got your
You
pickles
tell
in.
them, hey, put my bread on top.
Bro,
Right.
man, listen.
But you shouldn't have to tell that.
Yeah,
like in
fuck
most
that.
cities you go, they
Yeah.
know
Yeah, you gonna
put
suck
the,
all
put the
that
grease on top of the bread.
Yeah,
That's just a Dallas thing.
That's just
man.
the season,
That was
the
too
bread.
greasy, bro.
See, y'all just don't know what y'all.
Y'all had that chicken. What
That's
was the
big
chicken
boy
called again?
basics.
Gus's? What was this shit called? The shit with the sauce, the little.
You talking about the mild sauce? You talking about Chicago?
Yeah, what's the name of the place again? I heard that.
Harold's.
Harold, yeah, Harold's, yeah.
Yeah, here.
I like the Harold's without the sauce. The sauce ain't the shit to me.
I think
Chicken
that,
is good
I
with
think
sauce
that
and
people
shit.
from other places had different palates, right? So Chicagoans,
That's
most
facts. I
people
mean, that's
that
yeah.
we have like, and I think most cities have a sauce or
Mm.
something that becomes synonymous with their city. Like you know,
Yeah.
so mild sauce is Chicago stuff. So I could see people from other places like, man, why
It
you
ain't
put
mild
why you
sauce
put it
though.
in
It
sweet?
don't even taste like regular sauce. It's just like a sweet.
It is.
It's a weird ass
Yeah,
taste.
that's why. Like for people that ain't really with the sweet, like mixing it, like I do mild sauce, hot sauce. So
I'll
it
take
balance
the
it
hot
out.
sauce. You can keep that other sauce.
Yeah,
and then they flip it in it like buffalo.
Yeah, I
wings.
need. I
It's
need.
like, I don't want that.
I
on
need.
that shit.
I need my. I need my
Uh,
chicken fries to be swimming, and that's
Pour the sauce on top of it.
right.
Yeah, they
want
they
you want
toss that
sauce on
shit
your
like
I want my
buffalo
sauce on
wings.
everything,
Yeah, they gonna
That's
put
gonna make your fries soggy.
and I'm
ain't it?
great with that.
They ain't gonna put it on
What
the
I'm gonna
fries
do?
like y'all
What
do.
I'm gonna do is I'm taking putting the fries in the bread. I'm putting chicken in the bread. I'm putting the peppers.
All right, man. See, that's fat
That boy
piece shit.
shit.
We don't
There
need
you
all
go.
that.
He on something.
Hey, I'm
Like,
taking.
what
I'm taking you on a big boy ride right there.
It's like deep dish. You know what we call deep dish where I'm from?
What's that?
It's pizza pie, bro.
Pizza pie.
Yeah, y'all
pizza
just named
pie.
it some new shit. They claimed it. Yeah, it's pizza pie.
Deep
Pizza
dish.
pie.
They call it deep dish and shit. You can only eat like 1 or 2 slices of that shit. You fool them motherfuckers, bro.
That's true.
It's too
Yeah.
heavy, bro. Too much shit in there. Well, look, we got to wrap it up, man. You got anything coming up where you performing at?
Yeah, Club Silks.
Give it to him.
I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
My nephew playing Cleveland. Remember that.
July 18th and 19th, Club Silks. I am touring with the famous Jake. He has been, like I said earlier, he has been on Amazon Prime, Chocolate Sundays, Kevin Hart radio.
Mm-hmm.
He's toured with Earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
man, he has done a lot. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's
And
up.
he has opened up a lot of doors for me. So big shouts out to
Giving
Jay.
your messenger. I mean, I said your messenger, your Instagram, and all
Hey,
that. So they
if
can follow
y'all
you.
trying to follow me, Instagram, I am the real Vic Smith 81.
And I'm not related to this motherfucker.
No.
He got the same last name. I ain't related to this nigga.
His beard is way longer than mine.
I told you where that come from.
He did.
Yeah,
But it slow down when you get married.
I'm
you know, you
divorced.
gotta-
Hey, I was married too, but I'm divorced.
No, you gotta do extra stuff when you get married. You try to hoover and wash the dishes. I'm walking the dog like, babe.
Said, I ain't gonna eat the coochie. Let me vacuum. Let me swift.
Nah, we doing all the vacuum so we can get there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, y'all stupid. Well, good shit, man. Hey, man, listen. Hey, Brian, that's my man, that's my brother. It's good having you. I want you back on. Vic is probably gonna be for the most part, a regular of the show. Brian, I want you to be too. You know what I'm saying? We still got Angela working our magic or whatever. And V, you gotta go. You gotta go.
I've been kicked out of bed.
That's my brother, man. Now, good show, y'all. Like, subscribe. It costs you nothing. Leave some comments. You know, we game to hear the feedback, the negative criticism, the bottom, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And tell us how Brian did, because this motherfucker like,
keep it positive unless you want us at your door like Jehovah's Witness.
Are you ready for Jehovah's return?
Put the little kid in the front. Open your door.